exasperate my students. No, I'm not out to do that, really. I'm trying to show you how to do these. Okay, so let's take a look at number 1. If we can get through these 5, maybe, possibly 4.
You want a hot dog sandwich?
I was just going to say that. I own a hot dog stand, and I found that my profit is represented by this equation. I had to put my name on there somewhere. Not so bad here. Since I have this hot dog stand, and I've found that my equation represents this, with P being profits and X being the number of hot dogs, pay attention to that. How many hot dogs must I sell to earn my profit, my most profit? Well, see, this is actually easy to do, but let's at least talk this out. Somebody might go, oh, that's easy, man, sell 45 hot dogs. That's the biggest number. The more hot dogs you sell, the more money you make. Well, the problem is that's not necessarily true, and they don't explain it in the problem here, but they do by mentioning this parabola controls the price, or excuse me, the revenue. Profits, which is the revenue minus the cost. And we talked about this the other day where, you know, when you don't have any hot dogs, well, they might be able to sell them for more money, right? Because well, nobody has any hot dogs, and the only place that has hot dogs, guess what? They're not $5 enough.
So 0.
Right, but I won't sell too many, will I? So if I have just a little bit of hot dogs, you know, maybe say 10 or so, price will come down from 5, but they're still rather scarce, so maybe I'll charge 4. Some people are willing to pay 4, but not as much, but I will sell some, and I'll have a lot of money because I sold them for a higher amount of dollars, but I didn't sell as much, so maybe my money won't be the most. So what if I get a big shipment of hot dogs in, now all of a sudden I can't sell them, I have to put the price down to $2. I sell a whole bunch of them, but at $2 I'm not making a whole bunch of money. I actually did a lot of work and my profits aren't still high. Somewhere there's a happy medium where I can have just the right amount of hot dogs, so the price is just right for the amount that I sell them for, that the market will sustain it, and the price will be a maximum, the revenue will be a maximum, turning my profits into a maximum. That's why when you see the answer is not 45, you'll understand why. But really, it comes down to this, minus x squared plus 62x plus 76. What's the vertex here? I don't even care about this number. All I need is minus b over twice a. That's the only thing you have to do here. Minus 62 over 2 times negative 1. That will be 31. So I should sell, or aim to sell, 31 hot dogs. Just a vertex question. All of these are just vertex questions. Fancy way of saying find the vertex and decipher the information. Okay, can I answer any questions on that? See, finding the vertex is not that tough, I guess, but knowing what to do here, that would be the tough thing. Okay, an object is propelled upward from a height of 80 feet and an initial velocity of 64 feet per second. Its height after t seconds is given by the equation. This is the same one from the test, isn't it? We already know the answer to this one. 5 seconds, so done. By the way, just so you know, in the physics class, this whole line is gone. An object is propelled upward from a height of 80 feet and an initial velocity of 64 feet. How many seconds until it hits the ground? That's all you get. Is anybody in here taking physics? The acceleration due to gravity is minus 16. That's a known constant. The rest of this equation comes from a known equation. It's the acceleration due to gravity times the initial velocity upward times the initial height. Again, you would know this if you were in a physics class. Probably will be, some of you, so therefore you'll have seen it before. In my class, you get to put it over. Alright, so I don't need to do this one, we just did it. It's the same one off the test. Alright, now this one you do want to pay attention to, because there will be one like it on the test. We have ourselves a river, although I probably won't use a river on the test. Maybe I'll make a barn, whatever. What can I put 3 fences around? The lake. Well, lake. That's the same thing as a river. A what? How about a mountain? No, that's not good.
an arc of a lake, if it's like a circular lake, okay.
Great problem.
Oh my God.
I want to so high in there.
You can all blame him for this. No, I'm kidding. All right, so we have a lake, and that would be a good idea.
What if you already got an old stone wall?
Yeah, there you go, an old stone wall. There you go. See? Very creative. Anyways, we're going to put this on here, and we're going to have a fence that equals to how much? 1,000 feet. So this will no longer be a square, although it'll be something about it might be familiar to you. Let's run through the process anyways. You have X here, Y here, Y here. That's a Y. The idea is that the Y's are the same length, right? If it's a rectangle, then they have to be the same length. So you can see the equation that 2y plus an x must be what? 1,000 feet of fence. Okay. How many ways can you solve this equation? Seeing that there's two variables in one equation, this is actually, if you were to graph it onto a piece of graph paper, a straight line consisting of an infinite number of points, i.e. there are an infinite number of ways to break this up. There's an infinite number of rectangles I could make, starting out with a little one here like this, all the way to a really thin one like this, and anything in between, and moving in fractions. I can do that infinitely. This is a straight line with infinite solutions. Which one of those is going to make the biggest area is a separate question altogether. Noticing that the area inside here is going to be x times y, the base times the height. So, x times y, how many ways can I maximize that? Well, this is not really a nice way to look at this. It certainly isn't a parabola. Can't maximize it or minimize it. And really, it's not really, if I want to take area as a function of x, this is your hint here. This is not a function of x yet because it has this darn old y in here. Y needs to go. So I need this equation here to be solved for y, so I can replace y in terms of x. So what I get here is 2y is equal to 1,000 minus x divided by 2. Y equals 500 minus 1/2 x. X times 500 minus 1/2 x. That's the new area. Distributed property. And finally, I have it, it's not really right order, I guess. I probably should put there that my area of x is equal to minus 1/2 x squared plus